Hey, what's up, guys? Irvin MoneyBags from Team Ohana to Pass, and I'm bringing to you a new deck profile. This one's an undefeated shop challenge deck profile for V Premium. Yeah, so let's get started. So I was playing Gears. I was playing Steam Maidens, almost, but yeah. There's your basic starter. Pretty much when road opponent, draw a card. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 1 or greater, just get a quick shield. And yeah, and then for my trigger lineup, I did 4 Diggles and then 4 Ring Riggers, so it's going to be 8 crits. And then after that, I did 4 draws, and then 3 Ulurus, and then one of the time tracking dragon. I feel like this card is like really good for like the rush when it happens, and then this one's just for the name in general. So yeah, there are some times where this thing has actually helped me a lot. So yeah, where I couldn't get like the damage triggers and they're rushing me. But yeah. Alright, so let's see what for grade 1s I run 4 Steam Maiden low, something like that. So pretty much honor Vanguard skill, you soul blast 1, you bind a grade 2 or greater, grade 2 or less card from your hand, and you draw a card. But if you bind a trigger unit, you get to draw another card. So a potential draw 2 if you bind a trigger, and then for end of battle skill, if you have a Steam Maiden Vanguard, you counterblast 1 to bind her, and then you call out a grade 2 from the bind zone. So it essentially gets you another loop of attacks. That's pretty good. And then next up, I run 4 Gear Cats. These apparently these cards are like so stupid. I don't like them. I really don't like these cats. They're so stupid. Because when it's placed on Vanguard or rear, you look at the top 3 for a Steam Maiden card and put it to your hand just for free, and then you put the rest in the bottom. So, for example, like these cards are like Steam Maiden, so is the heal. You can put these heals into your hand just like that. It's so dumb. I'm just glad there ain't no Steam Maiden PGs for V. Yet. And then I run 3 Gear Dogs, because there will be time when I don't see my main grade 3 that I am going to be riding. So this one will just help out, like filter fishing my deck.
Filter fishing?
That's what's up. And then just filter out my deck and like ride the main grade 3 that I want to be on, not the dragon or anything like that. And then also he counts as a grade 3 in the hand too, so he's like a Stride Fodder, but yeah. And then grade 2s, I run 4 Antaranas. I feel like this card's stupid as it is, because when it's placed on the field, like counterblast 1, you just call the cat on the same column as it. It's already a free call, and then you get a free top 3 search with it. It's so dumb. And then at the end of battle, she attacked. If it was boosted, you soul blast 1, look at the top 2 cards of your deck. You reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. You choose 1 to put into your hand, and then 1 goes into the bind zone. So it's already a +2, which is so dumb. And then next up, I run 4 of her, a lull. When she's placed on the rear guard from the bind zone, you get to bind a card from your drop zone, and then she gets 3k power for each of that grades, for each of the grade that you just bounded. So if you bind a grade 3, for example, it'll get 9k. So this one like works really well with this one. So that way you bind this, you can just call this out, and then she has the same skill at the end of the battle. So when you at the end of the battle she attacks, if you have a Steam Maiden Vanguard, you counterblast 1, bind it, and you call it grade 3. So it gets you another attack. So these two work well together. I like that. It's also stupid. I don't like it. I like it and I don't like it. It's like a love-hate relationship. And then I run 2 Steam Scholar Carunta. This guy's pretty interesting. He did help me in some matchups. So what he does is when he's placed on rearguard, you counterblast 1, soul blast 1. You choose any player's rearguards, and you put it to the bottom, and then you search your deck for and if you put it, pretty much, you search your deck for up to 1 card with the grade equal to that that card that was put into the deck, +1, and you call it to rear. So for example, there were some times where I would just call out a trigger, and I would just use this guy's skill to spin back my trigger back to the deck and just call it grade 1. Most of the time I'm just calling the cat again. It's so funny. Or what you can also do is you can also spin back the cat as well. Just spin this back, just call an Antarana, and then use its skill to call back the cat. So you get another, you just get another.
If you hear some noises, they're watching the newest episode of Overdress.
Yeah, we were trying to watch it for the live, but it wasn't. It kept trying to spoil us. I'm like, God damn it. Oh shoot, sorry. And then I run 2 Nabus. She's pretty funny on her own. When she attacks the Vanguard, you bind a card from your drop zone, and then she has a guard restrict where your opponent cannot call grade 1s or higher. And at the end of the battle, you put it to soul to draw a card, so it's already a +1, and you get a +1 off the binding, so that's already a essential good card right there. And you can just call her out too, which is even more funny. Next up, I ran for the main grade 3s I want to be on, of course, with the 1 SP. So it's a low. So what she does is so stupid, but yeah, she's the reason what makes the deck a lot good. So what she does is on Vanguard, you bind a card from your drop zone, then you choose a card from, you choose a Steam Maiden card from your bind zone, you call it to rear guard. So you already like just bind one card, you just call another card out, which is funny. And then Vanguard once per turn, at the end of battle, your rear guard with Steam Maiden attacked. You can bind this unit and then choose a card with a higher grade than the one that you just bounded and call it to rear guard. And then if you call the grade 1 for that turn, you countercharge 1. So for example, in order to get the countercharge, you would have to have Uluru out on the field, just attack with her. You can use Will Skill to bind it and just call out this one. And then you can countercharge for free, and then this will trigger a loop pretty much of attack. So you just counterblast 1 to bind this one, then just call this one, and then bind another, gets more power, then counterblast 1, bind another. And usually I would just call Lul
Again.
Yeah, because she has both the Vanguard and Rearguard circle on the last part of the skill. So during your turn, she gets 1k for every card in your bind zone, which is funny. And then if she's on the Vanguard circle, it gets 3k instead. So the Vanguard's going to be hitting for a lot more power now. And Rearguards is still like rush numbers and all that, but still it gets pretty aggressive if they survive. And then my 2 favorite dragons, I like these ones. there have been some times where these 2 actually sped up the bind zone. So what it does is you soul blast 1, you bind 2 rear guards, and then you look at the top 3, you call 2, and then you bind the remaining. So there was one time where I just called this, I bind it, and then I happened to pick up another one, and I just did the same thing again. I filtered out so much. It was so funny. Last but not least, I run for Uluru's the Great 4. She has helped me a lot more get my triggers back, and yeah, it's a stupid card. So what she does is when she's placed on Guardian Circle, you choose a unit card from your drop zone and you put it to the bottom, or bind it, and then she gets a 25k shield. And then on drop zone, when your Vanguard is attacked, you can discard a heal trigger to call this out from the drop zone to the Guardian Circle. And then the other part is when this unit is retired from the Guardian Circle, you have to bind it. But there are ways you can get it back from the bind zone. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But for my matchups,
do you remember your matchups? Because it was this past weekend, right?
Yes, I do. For my matchups, first round was up against Gurgit. Sadly, he lost because he did not ride Gurgit. He rode the other grade 3, which was pretty bad. Second game was up against Asha. I thought I was going to lose that game because I G-assisted.
Asha? Like
Actual Asha?
Actual Asha. I was surprised. I was like, what? That's impressive. I thought it was going to be Musketeers because I feel like that's
a lot better.
That's a lot better, and especially with the reverse. But yeah, the reason why I did lose is because I opened up with 4 cats.
Oh, God.
So yeah, it got pretty ugly right there. And then I just happened to win right there. And then third round was up against Vanquisher. So with Vanquisher, it just kept binding my card from my hand, which benefited me more. I was able to hit my low for like over 70k. Yeah, but I won by deck out. And he decked himself out. It's because he kept healing and then going for Excel markers and all that. I just got lucky with the chain of attacks. I'm glad I did it. Fourth round was up against Maelstrom. It was pretty sad. I believe he had the G assist, and then after that I got double crit. Well, every time you got a crit, I always damage checked 2 triggers, which was weird, and they were all the same, like 2 criticals and then 2 draw triggers back to back. I was like, wow, okay, I guess. And then my last round was up against Luard, which was pretty interesting. I was kind of expecting it to be like the Foley build, but it didn't include the Premium Collection one, the Clan Selection one. Yeah, so it was like set 10 build. I was like, oh, okay, well. And then after that, I made like 8 attacks on like the second ride. I got him from 2 to 6 in like 1 turn. It was pretty sad.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, it might be obvious on what imaginary gift you'd use, but what did you use?
Sadly, I use Force.
Force 1?
I use Force 1, yes. You don't want to go into like Force 2 because I feel like Force 2 it's not going to hit for higher numbers for you. You want to be on Force 1 to hit for higher numbers because think about it like this way. If you try to like abuse like the lull skill, attack with this first, it's not going to hit. You have to boost with it, and the object of this is not to boost units. You want to save the boosted units for like the final attack or something, you know? So that's where this one comes in, where it can actually hit for 15. It can actually hit for a good number. Then you can just bind it, call for this, and just
swing again.
Swing again for 18 this time. But it's such a good number still. And then swing again, depending on if you bind a grade 3, it'll be like 29 by itself, which is more crazy. And then a lull, just to like wrap it up.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, that's why Force 1 is better than Force 2.
And where do you want to tell them where we're at now?
Right now we're in San Gabriel. We're in LA right now. We're doing the Spring Fest thing. Our team is doing V Premium. We have another team that's doing standard, but we didn't want to do standard because
Chronojet meta.
and I don't want to deal with that. And then Eli was like, "Oh, let's do V Premium because that's just because he wanted the Coel playmat." And I was like, "Okay, yeah, sure."
I have to get the Coel playmat for the SP Coel that
Exactly.
we are not getting.
Yeah. So I mean, if they do happen to have it by sheer luck, I would love that.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, and plus V Premium, not many people are playing it. So, and plus, after seeing what the championship prize was, I had to. It was the Rebirth.
Yeah.
The Overlord. I was
Money
like,
bag.
Oh my god. I was like, oh my god. Now I have to try. That's why
Irvin MoneyBags.
that's why I literally have to try winning with Steam Maidens until it gets hit again. I swear to God, it's gonna get hit. It has to get hit. This was not enough. The piano was not enough. Just putting my opinion out there. It was not enough. But yeah, that's for done for fall. Anything you wanted to add, Eli?
Probably we're gonna be vlogging.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, we're gonna be like vlogging around the Spring Fest and
we kind of drove in pretty late, like at midnight.
yeah.
So we got in what 7 a.m.
Yeah, we got in 7 a.m. We were glad to like check into this house. This is an Airbnb, that's why.
Yeah.
We were lucky enough to get checked in.
Yeah, the host really hooked us up.
That was really good. I liked it. Then hopefully wish us luck that we top. If we do top, we'll give you another deck profile. I don't know about mine because it's gonna be like this is gonna be the build I'm gonna be using for.
Yeah, and I still gotta change up my build. So.
Yeah, it's because he got the new promos in, so it's the Canarius one.
Such a good card.
So dumb, but we're gonna still try to play test before Spring Fest. We still got time. Yeah. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure. Yeah. So please, thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to comment, rate, and subscribe for more Team OT to Pass videos, and we're gonna try to upload those videos fast for you guys. All right. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. This is Irvin MoneyBags and Eli from Team OT to Pass signing out.